The silence, the galaxy had grown too quiet. Commander Javrix of the Krental Dominion stood on the observation deck of the Sovereign's Edge, watching Earth rotate slowly beneath him. Blue and green, fragile and familiar. 2 centuries ago, this planet had screamed into the void, radio waves bursting with chaos, music, desperate pleas, and pride. Now nothing, just silence. Structural scans complete, his tactical officer reported. No orbital defenses detected. No weapon signatures. Electromagnetic output is minimal. Javrix's clawed hand tightened around the railing. The humans had been loud once. Noisy. Boastful. They broadcast everything. Their wars, their art, their foolish dreams of reaching the stars. Then overnight they stopped. The Dominion had theories. Civil collapse. Environmental catastrophe. Perhaps they had simply destroyed themselves, as primitive species often did. It happened more than anyone liked to admit. Begin descent protocols, Javrix ordered. We claim this world in the name of the Dominion. His crew obeyed without hesitation. This would be an easy conquest. A silent world was a dead world, or so they believed. The first landing party touched down in what their archives called North America. The cities were intact, towering structures of steel and glass, roads winding through valleys and over hills, but they were empty. Not abandoned in panic, but organized, neat, deliberate. Lieutenant Kessa examined a building's entrance. No damage, no decay. These structures are maintained. Then where are they? Another soldier muttered, scanning the silent streets. Javrix moved through the city cautiously. His instincts, honed through decades of warfare, whispered warnings his logic tried to ignore. There should be bodies, ruins, something. Instead, the city looked as if its inhabitants had simply walked away, leaving everything behind. A park bench, a bicycle, a child's toy. Then Kessa's scanner chimed. Energy signature detected underground, massive scale. Javrix froze. Define massive. I don't know, Commander. It's unlike anything in our database. The entire planet's crust is laced with it. Thousands, no, millions of nodes, all connected. The commander felt his confidence waver. Pull back to... A sound cut through the silence. It wasn't a weapon. It wasn't an alarm. It was a voice. Human. Broadcast across every communication channel simultaneously. Welcome, travelers. The voice was calm, almost warm. But beneath it, Javrix heard something else, steel. You came seeking a silent world. You found it. But silence is not weakness. Silence is preparation. Across the Dominion fleet, every screen flickered to life. The image was of a woman, graying hair, deep eyes, a face worn by time but unbroken. She stood in what appeared to be a command center, surrounded by technology that made Dominion systems look primitive. My name is Director Amara Chen, she said, and I speak for humanity. Javrix's translator struggled with her words, not because of language barriers, but because of intent. Every syllable was chosen, measured. This was not a plea. It was a statement. 200 years ago, we shouted into the void. We told the universe who we were, what we loved, what we feared, and we listened to the silence that came back. Not because the universe was empty, but because it was watching. The image shifted. Star maps, battle reports, footage of 1,000 alien wars, conquests, genocides, all meticulously documented. We learned. While you expanded, we adapted. While you conquered, we prepared. We stopped broadcasting not because we died, but because we chose to listen, to learn, to wait. Kessa's voice cracked through the comm. Commander, energy signatures are spiking, all across the planet. The ground beneath them shuddered. From the Earth itself, structures began to rise. Not buildings. Weapons. Defense grids that had slept for centuries now waking with terrifying precision. The streets split open, revealing launch bays and shield generators. The sky above shimmered as satellites, thousands of them, shifted from dormancy into active targeting modes. Amara Chen's face remained calm. You came here believing silence meant defeat. You were wrong. Silence meant preparation, patience, discipline. Javrix stumbled backward, his mind racing. Every tactical instinct screamed retreat, but pride held him frozen. We didn't run. We didn't hide. We evolved. Chen leaned forward slightly. And now you have a choice. Leave peacefully and we will forget this intrusion. Or stay, and learn why humanity stopped talking. The screens around the Dominion fleet filled with targeting data. Every ship. Every weakness. every potential trajectory mapped to the microsecond. The humans hadn't just prepared. They had predicted. Javrix's hand hovered over the retreat command, but his voice failed him. Around the planet, other Dominion commanders faced the same impossible decision: stay and face annihilation, or flee and admit their miscalculation. Director Chen's expression softened, but her eyes remained hard. 200 years of silence. 200 years of watching empires like yours repeat the same mistakes. You saw quiet and assumed weakness, but humanity learned long ago. The loudest voice in the room is rarely the most dangerous. The image faded. But her final words echoed through every Dominion vessel. The storm was always coming. You just didn't hear it over your own arrogance. Javrix's hand slammed the retreat command. End of Part 1. The storm the Dominion fleet scattered like leaves in a hurricane, but not all of them made it. Javrix watched in horror as 3 of his frigates, moving too slowly, too proudly, were locked by targeting systems they couldn't even see. They weren't destroyed. That would have been a mercy. Instead, their propulsion systems were surgically disabled. Their weapons rendered inert. They hung in orbit, helpless, as human vessels emerged from lunar bases that shouldn't have existed. Ships, unlike anything in the Dominion archives. Sleek, efficient, silent. This is the Perseverance, a new voice crackled over. Comms male, young, steady. Disabled vessels, you are not prisoners. You are witnesses. Stand down, and you will be escorted to the edge of this system unharmed. Resist, and you will join the wreckage of every other empire that mistook patience for cowardice. Javrix collapsed into his command chair. 2 centuries. Humanity had spent 2 centuries building this. Watching. Waiting. Learning from every species that ever broadcast their existence carelessly into the void. On his tactical display, Earth's true defenses became visible. Not just orbital platforms, but lunar installations, asteroid fortresses, and defense grids stretching across the entire inner solar system. Humanity hadn't just prepared for invasion. They had prepared for war. A war they never intended to start, but absolutely intended to finish. Back on Earth's surface, Lieutenant Kessa and her squad stood frozen as human soldiers materialized from the shadows. Not with aggression, with precision. Every movement calculated, every weapon positioned with quiet confidence. The lead human removed his helmet. His face was young, but his eyes were old. "You're free to go," he said in flawless Crentalese. "Take this message back to your Dominion. Earth is no longer a target. It's a boundary." Kessa's translator stumbled over the word. "Boundary? A line you don't cross." The soldier gestured to the sky where Dominion ships fled in disarray. "We didn't build weapons to conquer. We built them to protect, not just ourselves, but anyone who asks. Humanity spent 200 years learning the galaxy's languages, its wars, its pain. We're done being victims, and we're done watching others suffer." Director Amara Chen walked through the command center as alarms faded into silence. Around her, technicians monitored the retreat with exhausted relief. 200 years of preparation, decades of sacrifice, generations who never saw the sky without fear. "Ma'am." A young officer approached, tablet in hand. "We're receiving transmissions. Multiple civilizations. They're asking." "If the silence is over," Chen paused. For 2 centuries, humanity had listened to the galaxy's screams. Smaller species crushed under imperial boots. Refugees fleeing wars they didn't start. Distress calls that went unanswered because no one dared challenge the conquerors. She thought of her grandmother, who had lived through the last days of Earth's broadcasts. Who had seen the first alien signals and realized too late they were watching. Waiting. Hunting. "Broadcast this," Chen said quietly. "On every frequency, every language." The officer nodded, recording. Chen's voice was steady, tired but unbroken. "To those who have suffered in silence, Earth hears you. To those who prey on the weak, your age is ending. Humanity does not seek dominion. We seek balance. And if you force our hand," she paused, choosing her words carefully, "you will learn why we stopped talking." Across the galaxy, the message spread. In Dominion Council chambers, where arrogant warlords had laughed at the silent planet, there was only stunned silence now. Humanity, a species they had dismissed as primitive, had outplayed them without firing a shot. But in the hidden corners of space, where refugees huddled and hope had long since died, the message sparked something else, A reason to believe. Weeks later, Javrik stood before the Dominion High Command, stripped of rank and decorated with shame. He had led the most humiliating retreat in their history. But as accusations flew and his career burned, one thought consumed him. Humanity had won without destroying them. They had demonstrated total superiority and chosen mercy. That terrified him more than any weapon, because mercy required confidence. And confidence required strength so absolute, so overwhelming, that violence became unnecessary. They didn't just prepare, Javrik said to the empty hall after his dismissal. They ascended, and we never even noticed. On Earth, Amara Chen stood on a hill overlooking the city that had nearly become a battlefield. The sun set slowly, painting the sky in colors her ancestors had feared they'd never see again. Her comm buzzed. Reports from across the system. Dominion forces retreating beyond the solar boundary. No hostilities. No retaliation, just silence. The kind of silence that came from respect. We held our breath for 200 years, she whispered. But we didn't suffocate. We evolved. Behind her, Captain Torres, commander of the Perseverance, approached.
First contact requests are flooding in.
Smaller species. They want to know if we're accepting allies, Chen smiled faintly. Tell them Earth is listening. And this time we'll answer. The age of humanity's silence was over, but the age of humanity's storm had only just begun.